What's good? It is Sam. Good morning. It's Friday the 4th. I'm going to be heading back to Rochester, New York. So this should be posted later this morning. If anybody's in Rochester, New York, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Link is in the description, and maybe we can get a workout in. I'll be back there for a few days, and then I will be back in Massachusetts. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. Today I wanted to talk about you fucking pressing that red button that's to subscribe and that bell notification. But actually what I really wanted to talk about was Metals Research. Was one of the last companies I ordered research compounds from, and you can check the channel if you search for like ordering SARMs or something along those lines. I put a video up there detailing their order process because it's a little bit cumbersome due to the process you have to go through with SARMs. Banking institutions, like merchant services, which is what you use to like accept credit cards and whatnot, do not want to take on the risk of processing payments for companies that are selling SARMs potentially as a because they're not allowed to be sold as a supplement. So if the company that sells them for some reason was found to be selling them for supplements, my thinking is that the merchant services company who processes the credit card payments would be held liable to some degree. I feel like there's been a lawsuit or two in the past where the merchant services company was held liable. But what I wanted to talk about is and now I've been all over the place in this video, but in I think it was like 2013 when I first started learning about SARMs and SARMs and that whole arena. So that was about 5 years ago. I was in New York City and I ran a gym in New York City. And one of the guys that I worked with started telling me about them. I was like, what the fuck is that shit? So I started looking into them. I had like briefly like seen the acronym SARM, but I didn't like click to me like that was something that could be important. And then I just kept going on. And then it was a few weeks later where the guy at work was like, hey, have you ever heard or tried SARMs? He's like, and he was talking about trying them. So I was like, no, what are they? And I ended up going home and I spent like the next like 3 days, a few hours a day, just researching them, what they were, any type of research that I could find on them, any type of like articles or whatnot. Because back then, like right now, there's a plethora of fucking information online. Yes, a lot of it's suppressed and tells you not to do shit, but and I'm not saying you should do shit. Like just because I do stupid shit, you shouldn't do stupid shit. But I'm saying you should have the information to be able to make an intelligent decision. And I wanted to give you a little background on that. So in 2013, I was able to, the first time I ordered SARMs for my research animal was, I got S4, and it was from this company that's no longer around. I think I've used them 2 or 3 times at that point, and I got it, and my buddy was like, oh, they taste like shit. So I got it. It tastes like fucking dog, like asshole mixed with fucking just like gasoline and like the worst tasting shit you could possibly fucking taste. If you mix it with something or like you eat something right afterwards that's very flavorful or whatever, it doesn't help at all, like whatsoever, because that was when they only had liquids. You would look online and first of all, there wasn't half as many companies selling research compounds, but then also the research compounds that were being sold were only being sold as tablets back then, from what I remember trying to find. I mean, were only being sold as liquids. You couldn't find them as like a tablet or a capsule. So I got this, and my girlfriend at the time didn't like approve of these things. Well, first of all, I'm not going to put it on her. Like, I probably was not the best at communication or being honest about what I was doing at that moment in my life. So I told her a little bit about these things, and I got the vibe that she didn't like them or like want me to do them. And I'm like, well, fucking, it's my life. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. But so what it is, I ordered it and then I hit it. There was a little cubby in our ceiling because we were living together in a basement apartment in Brooklyn, and there was this little cubby in the ceiling. So I put my SARM up there. I think it was above the shower actually, and you had to like do something, or there was like a little piece of something I slid aside to get into this little compartment. So I would put the SARM in there, and then I put the like dropper up there, the 1 mil dropper, because that's how much I would take, and I would take it twice a day. I would shower in the morning and I would shower at night. But what I would do while I was in the shower, because that way I wouldn't get interrupted, it was just like a small apartment, so anywhere else she could see what I was doing. So I would put it into the ceiling or the cubby hole area, and I would reach up there while I was in the shower, and I would grab both of them and take them down, and then I would take like a 1 mil dropper while I was in the shower. I put that shit back up there, finish showering, and get out, right? She had no idea. And then what was it? She was in the shower, and then I was like, hey babe, I'm gonna come in and fucking take a shit. This is my ex-girlfriend, so I'm coming there, and I'm going to the bathroom, and she like so then she's getting out of the shower, and I'm like on my phone or something, and she like pulls a curtain across to get out of the shower, and I don't know if like the vibration or like I hadn't put it up there, like maybe it was like hanging off the edge or something like that, but the bottle and the 1 mil dropper like fall out on her and like fall right on the floor right in front of me. Like, I'm not fucking making this shit up. This actually happened. It was so crazy. And yeah, she was fucking pissed. But there's at that time, like, obviously we're no longer together, but at that time, the amount of information that was out there on SARMs, the quantity, and just in terms of companies that were selling them, the articles, the videos, the experience just from people wasn't available like what it is today. Back then, there wasn't nearly as many people talking about SARMs or anything like that. I just wanted to make a quick video on that. I actually am at the gym. That's that gym back there. And the sun is coming up, so I'm going to get inside, get a quick workout on before I get back to Rochester. As I mentioned earlier, make sure you press that subscribe button and that bell notification. Also, if you guys have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. I'm happy to help out. If you want to support the channel, thank you so much. But there's a link for Amazon in the description. I have Amazon Associates, so I'm documenting my journey of getting to $100 a day online. Made about $25 so far in about 2 months, so not very much, but it's a process. It's the beginning. And if you click on that link and you purchase anything from Amazon, don't purchase anything you don't want to purchase. But if you already are going to make purchases and you use my link, I get a small portion of that. Same exact cost to you. It just tells Amazon that the traffic came from Sam, and then I get a small portion of it. So that it's $23.80 that I made. That was about $400 worth of product that was purchased. So whatever, 4, 5, 6%, right around that. What's the 10% is $40, so half of that is $20. So probably about 6 or 7% what I make off of that. But it depends on the category of what is getting purchased. Like a digital product is, you make maybe 10%, where a physical product, a low margin product, you're going to make less than that. Anyways, if you guys have questions about Amazon Associates, let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.